in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bears will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give on the option. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Stanford! Great job by the back on the option.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Watts. Looking for his man. Snagged in the middle, it's McLaughlin. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bears!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick release on the RPO. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Daniels. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Look at the big fella roll. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Daniels. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking for space. It's Daniels. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
This Stanford offense is humming. Set up with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hendricks. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And now on second down for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Tight end now in motion. Corners are going to bail. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Defense showing blitz here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. Buys a little extra time. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Now he's going to break the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to play here in the first half as they take over 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. He fires a bullet to the right. Makes the grab on the big throw. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Bears in the hurry-up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to throw, it's Watts. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted, oh, what a play. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Stanford.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Corner's going to give them room. Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. The throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Batonio. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a... turning it on! And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Bears want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Watts. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Bears! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On fourth down, trying to find his man. Caught close to the marker, it's Hendricks. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Got it behind the line. It's McDonald. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Hendricks. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Cardinal come to the line, facing third and short. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. All by himself. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Cardinal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Matonio. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Looking for a gap. It's McLaughlin.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Right on the money. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Caught in the backfield, it's McLaughlin. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Watts. He lofts one down the sideline. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He might want another play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 11 to NC State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Hendricks. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Coming out with it, it's Batonio. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The give as they work on that clock. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. On the option. He'll toss it. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. It's a running route. Touchdown, Cardinal. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Matonio. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Watts. Steps away. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's McLaughlin. At the 45 on his way. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Velasquez. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Ball State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Cardinals that fired on all cylinders. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the back is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires toward the target. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Makes the grab. It's McDonald.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick, but man, if you're going to do that, that's fine, but we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hendricks. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. From the gun. Looking for the score. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Now improvising. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score 42, Stanford 35.
Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Watts. He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.